Hey, good morning, traders. Today is Friday morning, December the 8th, and I'm not going to keep you with a long introduction. We've got a lot that is happening in the crypto space, so welcome to the show. I'm going to try to make this 20 minutes. Really, the title of this video is probably going to be something about the cup and handles that I see all over the place. All right, so we're seeing, I don't want to be, a moon boy here, but I am seeing nothing but bullish signs everywhere I look. And I know that the bears are expecting some kind of a pullback here soon. And I, to some degree, am as well in Bitcoin, although I said sideways to downish, and I don't think it's going to be very prominent. All right, in the Bitcoin space, I think the bulls are raging right now, especially with the news of ETFs. Sooner or later, those things are going to be approved. All right, so that's what all this hype is about. And altcoins are a little bit of a laggard. As you know, I've been trading altcoins. If you've been following me on my Substack, you know I've been making lots of trades. And again, I'm not after the home runs, guys. I'm not after the 40 to 60, 70 percenters. I'm after the 15 to 20 percenters. And we're just making base hits right now. We're playing it safe. We're putting in our stops. This is the new stew. This is the way we trade now after the Luna collapse. All right, I'm not going all out in any one crypto. I'm diversifying. I'm spotting good setups. I'm taking those setups, putting in my stops, and we're still banking an average recently of anywhere from 15 to 20%. And some of them have been 10%, some of them have been a little bit lower, but hey, I'm going to profit is profit, and I'm going to take it. We'll probably take a quick peek at my spreadsheet if we have a minute. I want to start with this cup and handle pattern news that I'm talking about. We're going to start with Bitcoin here, and this is very zoomed out view. You can see down here, guys. Let me get out an arrow so you can see where I'm looking. Down here, I had previously an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which I expected to play out. We actually did reach the target. The target was actually the bottom of this channel. Now, if I zoom in here real quick, you'll see what I'm talking about. Target was actually this top channel, which has now become support. Now, we have two support areas, and they are very significant, guys, all right? So previously, I had thought we were going to come back down to the 31.6 $31,600 mark. I thought we would retest that. I'm not so sure anymore. With all the bullish signs that I'm seeing, I'm just not sure we're going to get down there, especially with these two areas of support. And news of ETF is only ramping up. So it's just a matter of time before those spot ETFs get approved. And then also we have halving coming up. Lots of bullish news. So cup and handle patterns I'm really spotting on the altcoins. However, let's see if we can see something here. I don't necessarily see a cup and handle pattern playing or formed yet, but I do see, if this does go the way I think it will, a massive cup right here. All right, that would be the cup. And if price goes as I project it will, which would be like something down to the bottom of that megaphone pattern that I spotted there, this is major resistance. So that's why my current hypothesis is that we go sideways to down. All right, so if we do that, and that plays out that way on the Bitcoin, then we'll have something that looks like this. All right, we could go to the bottom of the megaphone. We could go to this support. We could go down to the red support. We could go all the way down here. And that still would be a nice, legit cup and handle pattern signifying massive bull run is coming, guys. All right, so this is the Bitcoin. We follow the Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the lead dog. All right, there's what the cup or the handle would look like, and at which point we'd break above this $45,000 mark, and we'd get sent. All right, so enough of that. Let's go on to some of my altcoin trades and also what I am seeing in the altcoin world. Actually, before I do that, let's just jump over to the Bitcoin dominance chart because I want to show you the bearish signals that I see here, the bearish indicators I see here. First of all, that was zoomed out. So we had this red channel we were in. Red because at some point we're going to fall from it, and we did. All right, and then now it appears that we are forming, and my hypothesis was that we would form an M pattern. This is classic, and we have actually started to form this, and it's going exactly as planned. This was my target down, but in addition to that, I spotted this bearish ascending triangle, which at some point I expect us to drop out of as well. This will take Bitcoin dominance way down, and you guys know what that means for altcoins. That's also bullish for altcoins. So in addition to Bitcoin being bullish and leading the way and altcoins lagging behind, we see this bearish trend on Bitcoin dominance. Anything bearish for Bitcoin dominance is bullish for altcoins. And we can see this further backed up by the price of Ethereum, which tends to lead the altcoin charge. All right, so let me just pause the video here and take a quick look at this chart. All right, didn't have to pause long because I had this thing already charted the way it was supposed to be, and so I don't have to do any more work here. See this purple trend line, guys? Let me get out an arrow again. This purple trend line has been broken by Ethereum, and mainly it was broken because of this bull flag here, which gave the bulls enough momentum to break above it. We've been under this thing since way back here in May of 2022, and now we have broken above this purple trend line. This is sending Ethereum along with the altcoins. All right, total 2 is kind of giving us the same signal. See this inverse head and shoulders pattern. All right, we've broken the neckline. The neckline could have been that descending blue or aqua trend line. It could also be this red trend line that goes straight across. And you can see either way, guys, we are above both of those proposed necklines. That is sending altcoins right now. I imagine we're going to have a little bit of catch up to do here. All right, so let's get on to my trades because I only have 20 minutes for these trading view peeps. All right, so first trade I entered was Litecoin. You guys know oh, look at this. Litecoin is starting to take off. And here we got a little bit of a cup and handle pattern. We have just broke this neckline, guys. All right, so see this right here between these two purple lines? That is a neckline. Litecoin has just broken above that, as well as the 200-day moving average. So target is up and coming. Final target is $96. First target is $89. As you know, I raised my stops to break even on Litecoin, actually just above break even. So I'm in the profit either way on this particular trade. And here's that cup and handle pattern that you'll hear me talk about quite frequently as I review these alts. All right, Madic, same thing. All right, now in this case, it looks like we have an inverse an inverse head and shoulders pattern playing out. All right, my entry here was down here. I raised my stops to break even. Took half off already. I'm going to let the last 50% ride out. All right, hopefully we reach our target of 94 cents. I think we'll actually go up to 101, 102, maybe $1 here to form that right shoulder on this inverse head and shoulders pattern. And then I'm going to take everything off at that point. Why? Because at that point, I would expect the bulls just to take over. That resistance will play out. I would re-enter here at around 90 cents once we hit our heads on that dollar marker. And then at that point, the bulls will probably take over again, try to break through that neckline. And once we get above that neckline, guys, man, this thing is going to fly. This is Madic, all right? So, but that's the way I'm going to trade it. I'm planning on taking a lot off at these different resistance points. You guys know that during a bull market, that's the way I play this thing, all right? I have these levels drawn out so that I can take my profits, wait for a pullback, re-enter, and therefore I multiply my buying power as I make these trades. And that's how I do well in the on the long side during a bull run. All right, let's see how XRP is doing. All right, again, we see a cup and handle pattern. All right, it's starting to form here. Again, my target was actually, so this could all be considered a neckline here, anywhere between the red and the purple. All right, so this could all be considered a neckline. My final target was 73 cents. I will probably take 100% off at 71 cents just to play it safe, just in case this bottom line here is the neckline. And then again, I would wait for us to retreat. We'll come back down to that 66 cents mark. I enter there, full position, 100%. Expecting the bulls at that point to break through this neckline, and we're off to the races. I reassess, reanalyze, find new targets, and we'll go from there. All right, Cult is another one I entered. And again, on this one, I entered this because I saw this cup and handle pattern playing out. All right, and I entered down here somewhere, all in the profit on this, raised my stops, took 50% at that first level of resistance, letting the last 50% ride out to our final target, which would be the target of this little cup and handle pattern. Just entered into Ape. Ape is another cup and handle pattern. I'm expecting that to play out. Target is 252. That's why I entered there. Now we have some resistance with this 200-day moving average coming down to, kind of stomp us down, slap us back down. So we may come back down, and that's why I didn't raise the stops on this one. My stops are somewhere below that 50-day moving average. But I don't know. I mean, we could break straight through it, head to our target at 252. All right, moving on to storage. Storage is another trade I'm in. I like storage because of this, what do you call it, like a fractal, this repeating pattern that I'm seeing here. Let me see if I can draw this chart down. All right, so every time on the RSI, look at the RSI down here, guys. Let me get out an arrow. All right, down here, every time we hit that red line on the RSI, that acted as a support, there was a massive pump. First time from the bottom to the top was 2.5x. Second time from the bottom to the top was 2.7x. All right, notice the pattern here. Notice the multiplying effect. Would the third time be 3x? If so, it's way above that 137 target that I have, but I don't know. I'm just drawing conservatively. Like I said, I'm not in this for home runs. I'm drawing conservatively what a target might be on this particular case. And actually, if we zoom out further here, can we see a cup and handle pattern? Yes, we can. So here we go again, guys. Another cup and handle pattern. Here's the cup. All right, this whole long area here. These are massive long-term cup and handles patterns. And then we see a touch here, a touch there. That's a little bit of a cup for sure. Storage will go flying once it gets past that descending maroon trend line at about 93 cents. Anywhere from 91 to 98 cents. Once we get past that, it's going for a ride. So something big is coming. At least that's what the charts are showing me. And that's why I'm talking so fast and so excited here, guys. I am pretty excited about what I'm seeing on the charts. This is the first time in a year and a half, 2 years since I've seen this kind of bullish patterns repeating on the chart. Another cup and handle here on ARB. All right, you can see that very clearly. My target was 121. I'm going to take 100% off at the top there, all right? Because we haven't proven we've broken that neckline. And again, what I expect is we hit that. And the reason why I'm expecting this is in part because of where the RSI is. It's almost too overbought territory. So I'd expect us to pull back somewhere around the $9. At that point, I would re-enter 100% of my trade, expecting us to finally break that neckline on that cup and handle pattern. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah, obviously. We could just break right through that neckline and go flying. I'm playing this conservatively, and this is the way I played it during the last bull run too. And it turned out to actually be in favor, a more favorable way of trading, because I was taking my, I set my targets, I take my profits, and then we do get a pullback, and I get to enter in and have that, what was in that trade equal a buying factor of multiple times what it would have been if I had just left it in as a hodl. And I'm not saying hodling's bad. I've got lots of a coin that I'm hodling just so I don't trade. You diversify strategies, you diversify coins, you diversify sectors that you're investing in. I trade stocks as well. I short, I long, I leverage. I do all of that, but this channel exclusively concentrates on long crypto trading, specifically alts. Here I've got a little trade on audio. My target is 25 cents. And once again, you can see a cup and handle pattern here. I don't have time to draw it out for you, but there is one there. If I were to go straight across here, you have a large cup here and a handle. This could be a handle. This could be a handle forming. It's all bullish, guys. All right, Gods has been just going absurd lately, and a reason why I picked it up. Again, we're going into overbought territory, so I'm going to be cautious with this. I'm going to raise my stops as we go, as I've already done. I'm in the profit either way. I've raised my stops to 39 cents, I believe, on this one. And I will raise my stops again once we get past this first target here. The first target was 47 cents. So if we can pop above that, I raise my stops up to 44 cents. And I'm all in, well in the profit. I'm actually 20% so far plus profits on this trade. Power, same thing, broken out of this bullish, very bullish triangle. Target 1, target 2, you can see it right there. XLM, stellar lumens, inverse head and shoulders pattern. We're coming to that neckline right now, guys. That's where I'm going to take 100% of my profits, all right? You know, today I already took 50% off, but look at this, guys. Down here on the RSI, we are in overbought. I expect us to come back down, maybe touch that trend line, that ascending trend line on the RSI, which might be coincide with this trend line here, the bottom of the triangle, which I've drawn up, all right? So I'm going to take 100% off. And we come down again before we, the bulls gain enough momentum to break that neckline. All right, and then final trade here was GMX. And GMX, I said, was a good trade because of this bullish triangle here. But you can also see, larger. Look at this, guys. It's looking like we have a long-term inverse head and shoulders pattern. All right, same kind of bullish pattern. All right, there's the left shoulder, right shoulder right here as we popped up and touched that. All right, whoops, it didn't come down like I wanted. Yeah, all right, there's the head. All right, and now we are forming definitely a right shoulder. And again, my target is that neckline. I don't expect us to break right through, but we could do that. I'm just playing it safe. You don't have to do that. My final target here is $64 for GMX. First target is $60, actually $65 was the final target, and first target is $60, and that's actually playing it safe. All right, so that's what I got for you this week, guys. Lots and lots of bullish patterns, lots of pumping going on the altcoin space, and of course Bitcoin, who leads the pack. All right, so stay tuned to my channel right there for more. If you want to see my entries, my exits, I've tried to notify you when I raise my stops, and you're seeing lots of hopefully not too much traffic for my followers coming through. I'm just trying to keep you up to speed. Of course, you have my spreadsheet you can follow, and drops tab as well. All those resources are in the links at my website, which was previously denoted. Hope you all have a great trading week, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace, y'all.